Welcome back to Oshkosh Today. Thanks again for joining us. Now we are joined by the UW Oshkosh Theater Department here to tell us about their upcoming production called O Pioneers. So I'd like to introduce Brian Van Diebender and Amy Baumgardner to tell us all about your upcoming production. So first of all, thank you so very much for joining us today. Yes, it's great to have you guys. Start off by telling us a little bit about the plot of this upcoming production.
Sure. O Pioneers is based off of a novel by Willa Cather. It was written in 1913. Willa Cather is a very famous female novelist around the turn of the century from Nebraska. She and her family came to the U.S. from Sweden and settled in Nebraska, and a lot of her novels take place in that town where she grew up, and kind of deal with themes that she experienced growing up. So the novel, it's actually her second novel, follows the story of a family that immigrates from Sweden to this town of Hanover, Nebraska, around the turn of the century. And I'm spoiling something, but you'll find this out very quickly. The father of the family passes away very soon in the story, and he has 4 children, 1 daughter, 3 sons. The daughter's the oldest, and he decides that his daughter should take over the family farm, much to the chagrin of her brothers who feel like they should be in charge. And he leaves it to her because the land that they're farming is kind of dry and barren, and but he has great hopes that it's going to turn around and become lush and green one day, and he knows that his daughter feels the same way about it. So that's why he leaves her in charge of the family farm. And then the rest of the play is kind of about some of the challenges that she encounters being a self-possessed, successful woman around the turn of the century.
Wow, well, it really sounds like kind of a survival story in, thinking back to those days when, everyone's just trying to get by out in the prairie. So it sounds like a very interesting story.
Absolutely.
How is this, now it's not just a play, it's actually a musical.
It is.
How is it unique as a musical itself?
So in a traditional musical, you have major principal characters who sing songs that kind of express their inner emotional state, right? Like your classic musicals like Oklahoma, or any of the Rodgers and Hammerstein musicals. But this is unique because the major characters don't sing. It's a play really with music in that it's the ensemble that sings. So the entire chorus sings for a couple different reasons. Sometimes they either sing a song to kind of explain the passage of time in the show, what happens between one scene and another scene. Sometimes they sing a song to comment on what just happened in the previous scene, and then sometimes they actually sing the inner emotional state of those major characters. They kind of sing on behalf of them. It's really beautiful music. It's all folk music, and it was written by a woman named Kim Sherman, who received her degree from Lawrence University, from the Music Conservatory in Appleton.
Wow.
Yeah.
Amazing. Well, it sounds like a really cool and unique musical. Really looking forward to hearing the music itself. How many actors are in the cast? You both are actually in the cast.
I'm the director.
Okay, great.
And Amy's playing Alexandra, who is the lead. We have 21 actors in the show, which is probably the biggest cast that we've had this season. And it's a pretty unique mix of students. So it's not just students from the theater department. We're unique in our department that we allow students from all over the university to audition for our productions. You don't have to be a theater major, and so we have students who are theater majors, radio, TV, film majors, music majors, and then all over the arts and letters.
Amazing to have all those creative minds come together in that way. We're running a little low on time, but I got to ask you some of the challenges that you faced preparing for your role in O Pioneers.
First of all, it's a lot. Being the lead, there's a lot of lines and stuff, but probably some of the biggest challenges is the fact that we're actually all speaking with dialects. So I'll be speaking in a Swedish dialect, but we have German, we have Norwegian, we have Czech, we have French, all making their appearances. So it's kind of nuts. And then a lot of it is too with, there's a small time jump in the show, and it's kind of difficult to try and find the balance between the two of my character's evolution,
Alexandra goes from being a 16-year-old girl to about a 32-year-old woman in the course of one scene.
Wow. Yeah. Wow, so that's definitely challenging as an actress, for sure. And as a director, trying to, with all those dialects and the time change, it's got to be a lot to manage.
But it's been a lot of fun.
Yes, definitely.
Lots of craziness.
So we got to talk about when and where O Pioneers is going to be running so that we can come and enjoy the show.
Opens next week on Wednesday the 29th and runs from the 29th to the 2nd. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday evenings at 7:30 at the Frederick March Theater, and then Sunday at 2:00 p.m. same place.
Excellent. And where can we get tickets for that?
You can buy tickets in person at our box office or call our box office, and we take orders over the phone. You can also go to uwosh.edu/theater and purchase tickets online.
Wonderful. And you can find more information on the theater department as a whole, different things that you guys are working on at that web address as well. You guys are also on Facebook, and I know you guys are always posting awesome photos
Always.
and things like that of rehearsals, so definitely check you guys out there. So thank you both. We're just about out of time, but
Thanks for
thank you
having
both
us.
so much for coming in. We're looking forward to
Thank
it.
you.
It's going to be fun.